Today we finish the Scandinavian Gambit with part number 3, and I would like just to show you the most interesting part, that after c4, instead of standard and classical c6 move, which was just popular and still popular, black is playing the modern gambit line, and this is the e7 and e6 move. So once again, black is ready to sacrifice the pawn in order to get better development. Indeed, after d takes e6, so we can see the big difference from the normal situation. So that white has the opportunity still to take the control over the center after d to d4 later on. So for instance, after bishop takes e6 and d4, black has to use all his talents just to organize strong pressure against white's position and to get the real compensation for a pawn. I could tell you that close to 27, 30 years ago, when I just started to play chess, and my first coach showed me this opening line, and after d takes e6 said, okay, Boris, you are not forced here to capture the pawn on e6. You can first of all develop your bishop and to sacrifice the second pawn. And he suggested here this quite funny move, bishop c5. So black is ready even to sacrifice one more pawn, and after e takes f7 and king takes f7, black is ready to bring his rook to e8 very fast. Knight is coming also to c6. Same idea as from the previous two lectures we already saw. Black's bishop very rapidly comes to the open diagonal to f5 or to g4. So black, even in this position, is having quite strong compensation, but still don't forget that here black is having 2 pawns down, not just 1 pawn down. So if you like to test this position in your practice, you're welcome. I could tell you that even on master level, sometimes black is playing bishop c5, but of course this is mostly for fun. So the main theoretical line here goes, of course, bishop takes e6, and for this variation I found just quite a lot of games, and even on the top level. But of course, before, I would like just introduce you with the main ideas of this variation after bishop takes e6. So first of all, we are following the game between Itzhak Gula and Miklos Galas from the Budapest Eleskes Memorial Tournament 1997. So here, white has a few moves. White could play immediately d4, which is the main theoretical response. White could start with, first of all, knight f3 move. It's also possible to play knight c3 move. And even in some game between two players from Vietnam, after d3, bishop b4, knight c3 and knight c6, black got immediately quite strong compensation for a pawn, since white is not controlling the d4 square anymore. The game continued, knight f3, and here after queen e7 and then long castle, and black just got very promising position. So definitely d4 is one of the best responses. In that case, black has to play very aggressively, very actively. And here's a few opportunities. One is to bring the bishop immediately to b4, and after bishop d2, definitely black is not going to capture the pawn on d4, since bishop on b4 is hanging. But first plays queen e7. Simultaneously protect the bishop on b4 and also look at white's king. So it also, black has the idea to move the bishop with a discovery check. So let's say queen a4 immediately could be met by, what do you say? What is the best response for black? So white is just making a double threat, double attack on the black's king and on the black's bishop. It looks like black is in trouble, but of course the queen a4 move is a serious